What's up, you guys? Let's read some energy. There's a message coming through for somebody who is a channel, who's being encouraged not to speak, or was encouraged not to speak to anybody. The reason for this is because you might be, okay, so if you're a channel, you might notice that people, so you're very high frequency, you're a very high frequency channel. You're a divine channel. Okay. Your frequency is so high that it helps to elevate other people's frequency to a point where then they can then channel the messages that are around you. You help people match. Okay, you're a light worker, you raise frequencies, so people can choose to raise their frequency. What I'm seeing is somebody rose their frequency kind of like alongside of you, but they're not taking accountability for their journey, and so they've received some sort of, there was some sort of divine justice, or some sort of, something happened there was some sort of a separation. But it's almost like, and the reason it being is because what I'm seeing is somebody channeling the messages that you are supposed to be receiving discreetly from your guides. There's, when we reach certain levels of frequency, or we then have access to different levels of consciousness that eventually allow us the opportunity to access different levels of information, really. Okay, so it's not really like you're so special, like you're, I mean, like, we're God's chosen ones. Okay, we all are, really. Just some of us are, some are trapped in the matrix, which it's almost like denying that you are God's child, but they are being manipulated into that, but some aren't. But I digress. A conversation for another time, okay? Yeah, okay, we won't get into that. All right, so, but it's almost like this person was giving you messages of like what you were supposed to do for yourself, or what you already knew that you needed to do for yourself. And the reason that they were doing that was just because it's something about having said it out loud. Having said it out loud, it made it like public in the energy, that in that space or something like that, so that other people could understand what it was that you needed to ensure that you didn't get what you needed. Okay, now that's fucked up, but that's what I'm hearing. This is a form of gang stalking, okay? What else, spirit, ancestors of the highest white light? So this may have already happened. This is something I feel like somebody might be coming out of this, or is just starting to understand that this was happening, and this is because you want to know that this happens, so that this does not happen in the future, because that will make your journey a lot easier, is what I'm hearing, okay? What else, spirit, ancestors of the highest white light? I'm seeing things, you guys, and it's like, it's easier to close my eyes when I see things. It's like my eyes just feel tired, really, honestly, when I'm seeing things. Let's look at some cards real quick. All right, yeah, so somebody's walking away. Got the Hierophant here. Somebody wants a higher level of commitment. And we've also got Taurus energy here with the Hierophant. Let's see what signs we're dealing with. Somebody needs to heal. Somebody's been hurt. They don't understand to the extent of what they have been hurt, and they need to heal. Mercury, Virgo, and Gemini. Gemini highly aspected. Virgo highly aspected. Virgo and Cancer. Cancer energy really well. somebody was molested as a child. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. But, let me know in the comments if you guys know if we can use terms like that, if you do, or if you don't know, or I'll just check out the rules later. Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Capricorn, highly aspected. Aries, Jupiter. Something about the having been molested, the way that it happened, it's almost like somebody doesn't understand consent because of that. I feel like whoever you are, you're really actually in a very good place. I'm also seeing a little boy who was molested, but then who did not understand consent moving forward from that point, then being inappropriate with another little girl. But I don't know if that actually happened, or if that's what could have happened, but somebody's guide stepped in and made sure that this child knew that that is not okay, or something like that. I don't really feel comfortable with this, but there's something going on here. There's something very important with that message, okay? Sorry, you guys. It's we got Scorpio. Cancer is highly aspected. Air, Aquarius is highly aspected. Gemini is highly aspected. We've also got Libra. Libra is highly aspected. Did I just name? Because I have cards left, so I did not all the signs are here. But maybe somebody's walking away from like guilt, or I feel like somebody's almost like thinking about what could have been, or what could have happened, or something like that. But it's like, whatever happened, it did not happen. Like, you're fine. Like, somebody's fine, okay? Like, I don't know, like, somebody feels guilty for the potential that they could have been, is now what I'm also hearing, okay? Honestly, it's the parents' fault. I'm sorry. I know that's, like, such a thing, but it's like, and I know it's society's fault beyond that, but, I mean, it's not, as a child, it is not your fault. I'm just saying. It's just what it fucking is, okay? You can't blame the fucking child. Hell no. Nah. Emperor card. Somebody needs to heal. Okay, somebody doesn't want to heal. Yeah, because it hurts. Okay. But somebody also needs to, healing is kind of like a cycle. You know what I mean? It's going in and feeling and witnessing and feeling and understanding, and then nurturing oneself. There's a detoxing process and a grounding into the truth of the reality. But then you also need to make sure that it's like somebody's afraid that people see them. This was in your past, okay? And also your past does not define you, okay? But it's like you have to, nobody can see this, okay? And if anybody can see anything, it's not as much as you can see yourself, is what I'm hearing. Whoever, okay. But somebody needs to, there needs to be a balance between healing and going inward, and then also, like, because that's very, you're spending a lot of time in the astral plane, but there is also, and you're spending a lot of time in the past, but there's something that you also need to do. You need to balance in between by grounding yourself back into the present moment, because that will help you to get out of the pain and the feelings of the pain, and that getting out of the painful feelings can help you come into the truth in a more empowered way, okay? Which is really important. Maybe somebody is closing the cycle out because they want to have kids, I'm hearing too. Like, so somebody didn't feel like they were ready to have children until they understood this about themselves. on a subconscious level, I'm hearing. I don't even think that they knew. Or maybe you did know. What else? Spirit, ancestors, the highest light. Consent is so important, you guys. And if you're a parent too, it's so important to teach your children consent and how important consent is. Like that's like somebody needs to, or somebody is understanding that this was so important and that this was missing in their life. Okay, and I'm also understanding that this is also why somebody may have some sort of like an avoidant personality, like, or some, like, I'm hearing avoidant personality disorder, but so it's because they're afraid of, it's not like they are afraid of themselves, but they almost feel like they need to protect themselves from, or they need to protect the world from themselves. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, just take what resonates, you guys. But if you are healing and if you are being self-accountable, which we all have a choice to do, we can all do, then there shouldn't be any sort of a problem. Creating boundaries for oneself is also important, and practicing new patterns or having just new practices, really, and implementing new practices to create a new pattern. Okay, and honestly, to be perfectly honest, that coming from experience, implementing new patterns or implementing new practices in reality can be very fun, in seeing how patterns shift in the outward, in the world outside of ourselves. Okay, so it does not have to be so scary, but I do feel like somebody is in a place of it's like somebody is, and maybe somebody also, it's like because somebody is still implementing these practices to create like solid patterns, it's like that's why somebody is still almost addicted to the pain, because the pain reminds them of where they've come, which is almost like it creates, this is what I'm hearing, okay? It creates a sort of a boundary or a reminder. I'm hearing it's reminding them that they are broken, but that's not what we're trying to do here. I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, what else? Spirit, ancestors, advice, my light. The bottom of the deck. Whatever you do, you're so fucking lucky right now. I mean, I feel like you are lucky. I feel like whoever you are, you'll notice that too. Like, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like, it's like somebody is afraid that their luck is going to run out or something like that. But then I'm also hearing it's like, I think that they're afraid also because they're witnessing that somebody in their life who was doing bad things, that person's luck did run out. But it's like, you're not that person. I don't know why I said you're not that person. Like, it's a question. It's like somebody's questioning that. So I'm going to say that again. You're not that person. What else? Spirit, ancestors, highest white light. Huh. This is helping somebody to be able to identify energy. Is what I'm hearing. Okay. You guys, I'm gonna give you like my 2 cents, and I'm gonna, you know what I mean? But just remember, like, I know, well, you guys know what you need to do, right? Also, you know, all my readings are general readings. Little bits and pieces may resonate with you. Little bits and pieces may resonate with somebody else. The entire thing may resonate with you. Whatever you are getting ready to manifest something, and it's like once you take that first step, it's just gonna manifest. It's like I'm hearing a whole new world. I'm hearing a whole new world from Aladdin, a whole new world. So it's like once you take that first step, it's just gonna start manifesting, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, that's the message here. I hope that this helps. It's scary. It's really scary to put yourself out there. But you're out of the illusion, and now you have the upper hand. You're out of the fucking illusion. You're out of the fucking matrix. Somebody's seeing the Archon energy and how it tries to control and it tries to control with fear. But somebody is also seeing how people can just command by being present in their divine energy. Somebody's seeing a differentiation between these things and is being able to see it. And if you're doing this, then yeah, slow and steady wins the race. You know, this is something that you definitely want to ground in. But what I'm also hearing is that somebody has been here for many lifetimes, and like you've done this before too. So that's why we've got the 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. It's just like you may not like remember it, but you've done this, and you're gonna be great. Okay? All right. That is the end of the reading. I'm sending you guys so much love. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe somebody needs to drink some water. Okay. Yes. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.